That was weird. I don't know why it was not wanting to capture Doki Doki for some reason, but oh well. Okay, let's jump right in here. Okay. Load game. We're right here. I think I just stopped because the voice. Oh, hold on. This is like super zoomed in on here. Hold on, we don't want to make that mistake again. Shrink that down. There we go. Okay, that looks better. It's like, oh wait, still a little black bar on the side. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So, who should I show my poem to next? Now, it's been like a day and a half since I did the voices here. So let's see if I can remember. I think Yuri was the nerdy one, I believe. Alright.
Ah! Decided to try something different today?
Yo, yeah, I guess so. Why you yelling, girl? Is that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting.
I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Oh, wait, that was wrong voice. Oh,
Why me?
well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
What you mean?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri.
What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay, here.
Alright. Another beach one. What the fuck? Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky. An expose of bliss, I think? Oh, expanse. God, her shit is so hard to read. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? What the fuck is some freaky shit here, girl? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Alright.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about that.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Later, bitch. Alright, let's check out Monica's poem here. Hi, Salty Squiggly. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Show. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own, Squiggly. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. Ooh, scandalous. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything and knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Ooh. Kind of depressing, not gonna lie, Monica.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's why I wrote about it.
I see. I never really put much thought into it. Just like everything else I fucking do.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. When the booty poppin', the thugs come a-knockin'. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Y'all a depressing group of motherfuckers, let me tell you.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening, Squiggly. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Huh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Probably like fucking some guy or some shit. Who knows? God, I'd be like super jealous if I was into her. So, like, I feel bad for you, Salty. I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on. Like you never took a fucking leak before in your life.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. But I doubt she was about to go, like, fuck a dude or something, man. That'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely insane, and that will make me super jealous, and I will be pissed off if I showed up to her house and she was fucking someone else. So, quit putting them fucking thoughts in my head now.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. Hell no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh!
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing, or fucking who I'm doing, you know what I'm saying.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for you, Yuri, you could, fucking die or something. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I can cough a lot and make a really annoying voice. I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know?
Bitch.
Now Natsuki's pouting too? Fuck.
Geez, even I could tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I could tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Fucking weirdo. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Salty.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give the one of them a hand.
Excuse me.
You could also help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Ooh. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle baking on your own. Salty may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Salty to...
What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Salty to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez, can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Salty, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh god. But of course I'm going with save. Yeah, we'll come back to that. I just made that save. Okay. Oh god. Let's see. Well, I could go with Natsuki. Be a huge fucking like pedophile. Go with Yuri, which might be okay. She might be kind of weird. Or Monica, who's like doubly weird. Sayori, I wonder if I could pick her. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer help as Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said
Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much?
No. You're just fucking weird is all.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
Oh my god.
Just think of the club, okay?
Fuck, okay. Oh god, I guess it doesn't matter. We can always come back. I'll just pick, Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying she's a fucking bitch.
So you're helping Yuri then, Salty?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Salty?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. This huge fucking shit show.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Go fuck yourself, bitch.
Natsuki!
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Salty picked me.
Yo, girl. It's them titties, man. You know what I'm saying?
And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so.
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden?
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly. I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori wouldn't say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of this whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then. Let's fucking hit the club.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry, I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number, baby? Or should you give me yours? There we go. Sorry, had a seizure. Had a little minor stroke there for a second.
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Finally.
Fuck yeah, bro!
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not if if you don't mind, fucking gigantic cum stains all over the walls and shit, but just avert your eyes when you get here. I just thought it'd be better. I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I'll manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Salty. I think we'll make a very productive team, even if we're just producing babies. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait. You don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this shit. Again. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me?
Yuri
thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too, baby. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Alright. I can't believe this shit. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Cool. It's already Sunday. What the fuck? I've just been standing in the street staring at my house for like a day and a half. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally, and sexting even more. Am I right, fellas? All right. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Goddamn jet. Wonder if y'all can hear that. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori! You best be naked in here, girl. Hi, Salty, squiggly. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Yeah, fucking, I wish my room was that messy. Not a goddamn thing on the floor. Everything's like pretty much put away. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Oh yeah. Let's take a good look at these wall decorations. We've got a gray one over here, another gray one up there, some more gray down here. Ooh, a nice shade of gray in the middle there. A window or a air conditioner there, and a single calendar. So, gotta love them wall decorations. Squiggly. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know that? God damn it. Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Stupid bitch wouldn't call me back. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. Squiggly. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Salty. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. And I'm kinda into that shit. Squiggly. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying, bitch? Wait. Yo, Salty. Yo, pull back a little, man. She don't deserve all that. Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap here, Salty. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What you talking about, man? Squiggly. I say squiggly after every fucking sentence. That's what I'm talking about. Really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Salty? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh, that's cheery. I'm glad I gave her this voice now. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Man, most days, I don't want to go to work because I'm fucking got a new game or something, but this bitch is just kind of... Alright. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? One best way. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? God, what a downer. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this shit? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. I think I read that right. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all. Oh, wait. My voice now, bitch. No. You don't understand it all, Salty. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste the effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. What the fuck? Squiggly. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Heroin. It's fucking great. You want to try some? Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Squiggly. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I'm a man, you a woman. Quit being so fucking complicated. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Salty. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streak down Sayori's face. Oh yeah, I can see that. No, they're just kind of bubbling up at the corners. It ain't that bad yet. Let's see. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. You go, girl. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. Dude, leave her shoulders alone, bro. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Attaboy.
What the fuck are you doing? Salty?
Sayori, I don't care if it feels selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. Attaboy. Yeah, hit her with the feels, man. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus, baby. You know what I'm saying, man? Too many cooks. Alright, but please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Salty.
Sayori isn't hugging me back.
Bitch, hug me back.
Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Salty, get the fuck off of me.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. There we go. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. You don't want to see me mad, man. You don't see no pissed off black man running around Japan now.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know! Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Salty. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain.
Alright.
But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. You the fucking Human Torch or some shit?
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't, you big silly bitch. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. This man always looking forward to something. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri.
Ah! Thank goodness.
You were a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. I was standing out in the street staring at my house, then I went over to my side bitch's house, and now you here, so were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me, baby. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside, alright? I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. This one vibrates. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Yo, don't be looking in that corner, okay? Don't look at the bed, near the bed, or at them tissues on the side of the bed. Just kind of avert your gaze from that.
It's so clean.
Well, you know, when you jerk off as much as I do when you got a hot chick coming over, you gotta do some cleaning, okay? I cleaned it before you came over, so.
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements, baby? Did you bring some loud, girl?
You know, the loud, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense.
I guess that's the best way to put it. Crazy will be another way.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I liked about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like some Xannies. Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Oh boy, here we go.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. Not creepy. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils.
How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. And not like marijuana. What kind of mood is that one for?
Oh, you know, Bob Marley, that kind of shit. This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches in her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper that I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami.
Alright, girl, we gonna be rolling it up.
What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh, yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut up pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Get up, come on, get down with the sick.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Salty. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Alright, baby. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. This is, that kind of party, huh, baby? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well,
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
you're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Trust me, if you would have opened that drawer, you would have seen some crazy shit. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. And they're kind of into me sometimes. I'm into that kinky shit. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
What? Oh.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me.
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger.
Ah, god damn. Salty, why did you do that, you fucking idiot?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp.
God damn, motherfucker. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. What the fuck, girl? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. No, girl. No. It's supposed to be lower. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri.
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Salty! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Salty.
Bitch, calling me weird? Look what the fuck you just did. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages, you fucking weirdo?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not, baby. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute, alright.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri!
Yes?
I come in and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint, if you know what I mean.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner or some shit like that. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, I was thinking something from Eminem, but it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so, girl. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way, too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you would understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. I just got hit in the fucking head by a massive black man. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Ah, your face. What the fuck? There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I had this problem for a while. I'll get a towel, okay? I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Ooh, hey girl. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Oh, me neither, baby. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from where she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. Yo, baby, that's just what good dick will do, baby. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think that came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Alright, once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today, sir.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we could do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Salty.
Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh, hey there. God damn, she blurry.
I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori?
Oh, shit.
Hi, Salty.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't, shit, we still got clothes on.
Squiggly. It's okay, Salty. I just stopped by to say hi, Squiggly. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course. Sayori beams. I gotta sneeze. Whew, God damn.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow then.
Whew. Man, she dipped out of there in a hurry. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me feel really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start falling down Sayori's face. Oh, you're so happy, Sayori.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Salty? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that shit.
It's true, Salty. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Salty. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Salty, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And
And that's enough, Sayori. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. There's a big old black sausage, alright? And that's what I'm gonna give you. Whoops. Oh, dear God, no. Okay. We're not gonna hit her with the I love you bomb. I think that's moving a little fast. Here we go. Sayori, you will always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest?
Oh my God. I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. God damn. So please don't worry. Oh, that was, whoops. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Salty. God damn. Oh, someone's smoking some loud out here. I'll trust you with anything. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smiley finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Whoa, hey! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Alright then. That was kind of a bummer. I feel like if I would have said I love her, she wouldn't have liked that too much, or something. So we're going to keep it neutral for now. Next time we see her, though, we'll kind of butter the biscuit, if you know what I'm saying. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I could spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Alright.
Salty, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Little invisible booklets. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dumbass. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone and wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Salty. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? don't see it like that, dude. I mean, you see it, you know, you don't want to lay it on too thick all at the beginning. All right, that makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, goddamn, you don't know the full story at all, so.
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
What happened to music? What you talking about?
Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Oh, wait, I read it in her voice.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Did my fucking, headphones die or something? I can't hear shit. Wait. Oh. Okay, no. It has sound. Just making sure. Gosh. Not used to this game being so quiet. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Oh, well, isn't that lovely? Okay, what do we got here? Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. That's a good one. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best, before I listen to everything she said to me. Ooh. Before I show you how much I love you. Ooh. Before I finish this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Okay. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Salty, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing, girl. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so...
well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Squiggly. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What the fuck is up with the music, man? I can't hear. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her to help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dumbass. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Yo, girl, what you doing up there? You okay? I wanted to hang out, but this is kind of ridiculous. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way that this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Shh, let it out, dude. God damn. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her or something? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything that I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw this fucking festival. I just lost my best friend. someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Well, my friend, I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. What the fuck? In. Alright, well, I guess that's that game. Maybe? What the fuck? Well, something's fucked up. Let's see. I can probably just load, right? No? I'm just kidding. I know what happens, guys, so I'm just trying to fuck with you. Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Good old question mark when they said Ikakis division --A. They go our Jonathan etch quarter-inch U. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh god, here we go again. Starting over. Oh god. That girl is Ugleka. She's Swedish. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Uglakum catch up to me. Oh, fuck. Oh, goddamn. Oh, this isn't seizure-inducing at all. Okay. Screen went black. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. What you talking about, dude? I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. How did they work? There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Salty? Oh, hey! Oh, what the fuck? Monica.
Oh my goodness, I didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the fucking closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity.
Where have we heard this before? I'm getting the biggest dose of deja vu.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one.
Oh, fuck. That scared me. Oh, man. Oh, man. The game just got good, man. Oh, God.
A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of stupid. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I could see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait. Really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Salty. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Hold on, let me check something here. Can I, like, load? Oh, fuck, it got deleted. Huh. Shit. Just, like, starting over, I guess. I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse from someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Oh, awesome. You're really sweet, Salty, you know that?
No, I'm not sweet, girl. I'm salty. It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time.
You're more important. Fucking winks at me. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Yeah, considering what I just saw, I think that might have a double meaning to it there, partner. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back, squiggly.
More ways than one here.
And I brought a guest with me.
Okay, that's good. I like it when it goes all black and white and green and shit.
A guest.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Salty.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Gets better every time you read it, folks.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I don't dig on the white chicks too much, but no, I'm not.
Natsuki.
Girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the only one I recognize. Dude, you just saw these three chicks like 20 minutes ago. How can you not recognize them? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. I thought Sayori was the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Salty in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, get a wax.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Salty?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other, still feeling awkward. I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. And especially since most of our members just keep dying, not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Oh god, I'm losing it. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you.
Oops. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Salty, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Again. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
And not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Oh god, I gotta read this shit again. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna stop it right here, guys. Because I know she has a whole lot of shit to say once I click this button. So, I'm gonna save it here. Oh gosh. So yeah, this is when shit starts to get interesting here, folks. Anyways, I hope you guys weren't too disturbed. I guess I could have put up a warning or something, but anyways, most of y'all probably knew that was coming. So, just trust me, the game has officially gotten good from this point on. So, I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Might come back tomorrow. Not quite sure, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, hope y'all have a good day, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.